So hello fellow coin collectors, how you going today? This is Glenn back with another video, and today I have almost this whole set of South African predecimal coins. So this coin here, the 2.5 shillings, a half crown, and the 5 shillings are actually UK, so I'm just going to use those as size comparisons. As you can see, the South African coins are actually the same size because all of these are based on the United Kingdom pound, and these are really not directly related with the coins of the Republic of South Africa, so these are the Afrikaans issues, but the currency it's based on, the United Kingdom pound, is the same. So these ones probably would have been taken out of circulation after the Boer War, so after 1902, and they would have been melted down and probably exported to Britain, or probably used to make other types of coins. Actually, the coins at that time were actually made in the United Kingdom, so yeah, the British would have kept the actual silver. So anyway, so what do we have here? So the South African pound was actually introduced in, well, this version, in 1923. That's when the coins were actually first minted. But the mintage of the coins did not actually reflect the size of the population. So in 1921, the population was nearly 7 million. But really, even the one penny coin was never minted even 7 million. I think the highest they actually got was in the Second World War, so 1942-43, in which they issued probably close to the population size at the time. And so it would have taken quite a while for these to become common and to replace the United Kingdom coins that were in circulation at the time. It's pretty much the same as Australia's predecimal coins. They were actually pretty much issued like the penny, like 1 to 2 million a year, probably for the first 10 years. Then in the 20s, they actually increased the actual mintage to replace United Kingdom coins, which should actually phase out. So the first one we have is the farthing, and this one has the Cape Sparrow on it, and the Cape Sparrow was also used on the, where is it, on the half-cent coin, which is equivalent to the halfpenny. So they just recycled the actual image, and this coin was actually a low mint coin. So this one only had 105,233 coins minted, so pretty low mintage. The Australian coin 1933 shilling is probably a minimum of $100, so I'm not too sure on the value of this coin, but I'm pretty sure it's actually not a few dollars, probably like $20-$30 for that coin. And these low value farthings are actually quite expensive. And this one only got for $6. It's 1892. This one here is probably about 23,000. So this is a really hard coin to get. I was surprised I actually got it. And it looks like I wonder if it's been cleaned at some time, but it's in high grade, so that should actually be worth more than that. So you can actually get good coins for this is more than a reasonable price for that one. And then we have the halfpenny and the 1 penny. So at the time, these coins are actually the same value as the other predecimal pound coins. So this would have been equivalent to the Australian penny. This would have been equivalent to the Australian halfpenny. And when they actually changed over, South Africa actually, they just issued the cent denominations in the same size as the predecimal coins. So this is a halfpenny equal to a half cent, but obviously the design's been changed. the same as the 1 penny, it was the same size as a 1 cent. And the threepence was equal to 2.5 cents. The 5pence is 5 cents. The 1 shilling as 10 cents. The 2 shilling as 20 cents. And they actually didn't use a 25 cent, not like they did in Rhodesia. And the 50 cent, which was a half crown, they actually introduced as a smaller coin, but it's in a slow mintage, so it actually wasn't that popular. And anyway, the crown wasn't really issued in large amounts up until the late 40s. They just issued a few 100,000 per year. So, on this coin is actually the ship Dromedaris. And that was one of the ships that transported settlers in 1652 to Cape of Good Hope to establish a colony. The other ships are Regia, Oliphant, Good Hope. So Cape of Good Hope is named after that ship probably. And Valvish. So Walvis Bay in Southwest Africa, or Namibia as we call it now. And this coin only actually had a mintage of a little bit over 1 million. Then I have the other coins, so 1937, that's about 3.2 million. So they're pretty low mintage, like Australian other predecimal coins. The only predecimal coinage actually had a high mintage was the United Kingdom because of the higher population. So nearly 8 million, 49.41. And this one had the highest mintage for the George VI coinage, and this one had nearly 14.5 million. And I wonder if that's an error coin, because as you can see, the top of the sails, it's up there. It's really not. You can't really see that much detail. So it's either been worn, or it's actually something like an oil covering the actual design. And as you can see, the ship's in pretty good shape. It doesn't really look that worn at all. If that was worn all at the top there, then you expect the sails and that to be pretty worn. And on the reverse, you can see a lot of detail on the hair, so I reckon that might be an error coin myself. These ones are probably in very fine condition, and I have to look up that. So the halfpenny, this one had only a mintage of 500,000. As you can see, it's probably in fine but poor condition. 1938, and that has the same ship, the Dromedaris, and George VI. Then we have the halfpenny and sixpence. So the sixpence and halfpenny actually just over generic protea, so this is a protea flower, and it's just a genus of flowering plant. It's native to South Africa. And these ones are pretty much minted in high mintages, so 956, about nearly a bit over 6 million coins. So and this one has the Elizabeth II coinage. So in these ones, if you actually want to get low mint coins, you actually get the 20s and 30s coins, because they're all pretty much low mint, especially 23 and 24. They're really low mint. So here's the 1927. This only has 1.5 million coins, and the population at the time was probably about 8 million. So really, they don't issue coins like they do now. The silver and gold coins would have been issued in low mint because they would have lasted a longer time in circulation. So currently now in South Africa, they probably issue in these low denominations probably at least 1 coin per person every year, because that's how fiat currency goes now. And this one's in probably low grade, very fine to fine condition. I just wonder if that's been cleaned as well. And as you can see, it has lines around the side. Then we have the shilling. Okay, the shilling has a probably allegorical feature of a woman, has a compass and an anchor, probably symbolising the first settlement. And this one's 1955. Oh, and another thing I forgot to say, you can see it's got South Africa in English, and it's got South Africa in Afrikaans. So Afrikaans is just a Dutch dialect. And this coin has 2.2 million coins minted. Another thing I should say was these coins from 1923 to 1950 were 80% silver. And from 1950 to 1960 they were 50%. So this is a 50% silver. And this one should tone because of the high copper content, which actually it's more reactive than silver. So silver in it does react with other elements in the soil. That's if it's lost in the soil. So the highest denomination I have is the 2 shillings. So this is 1937. And it just has the coat of arms, and the 2.5 shillings actually has the coat of arms as well. So this is nearly 1.5 million coins mint for this one. And as you can see, 1937, they didn't try and issue, I think, Edward VI, Edward V coin. So they probably might have done some preliminary ones, but they never issued any in circulation. A few other countries did. I think Fiji might have been one for a few denominations. Then I have one in a coin cover, a florin, 1924. And this one is 1.5 million, but the 1923 is the one you want to get. As you can see, it's a coat of arms. It has a, what they call, that's a carriage. That's why when you look at the law, it says carriage surface. It just means any type of communication service has a not too sure what type of animals they are. I'm not familiar with African animals. I'm more familiar with Australian animals. But I think these are on a 2-cent coin that was issued from 1965 to 1990. And it might have been a wildebeest. That's it. Then we have a woman with an anchor, and is that rock? So might be the Cape of Good Hope. And then we have agriculture. Looks like it might be pomegranates. I'm not too sure. So anyway, that's a nice coin. And as you can see, the actual George Rex Imperator. So Rex just means king. Imperator. Imperial king. So that one's probably in fine condition. And while these are a good pickup, I think a lot of them have actually been cleaned. It doesn't worry. Anyway, so there's a modern South African coin with 5 Australian cents. And what was the other coin I actually got? Yeah, I got this one. This one's supposed to be a £1, 1896. This is not a real thing. This is a remake. So you can see this is issued by the South African Republic. See, Zuid-Afrikanische Republic. And the reason why you can tell it's not real is because gold generally doesn't change colour like this. So this is probably brass. If you see gold coins on the internet or anything, they're usually pretty much unreactive with any other substance, unless it has an element of other metals, like a lot of gold coins. Certain periods have copper, or probably bronze as well, tin, probably even zinc, just to dilute it. So this one has actually reacted, so you can tell it's actually not gold. If you find one like this, that's like that, then really it's a fake coin. And I don't see any information saying this is a copy, but just experience know that this is not real. And the only other gold coins I've actually seen have actually somewhat turned a different colour. It's because of sulfur. The gold coin from Pompeii, and that's because of the extreme acidity of the volcanic environment. So that is something to be aware of. Anyway, it's a good thing to actually look at. I'm not really going to get a real one of these because I think the gold value of that's about $500, so you can't buy it for less than $600 probably, and that's very expensive for me. And really, you're not really going to make that much money selling alone anyway. Gold coins are pretty hard to sell, unless it's bullion. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope that you enjoy looking at South African coins, because yeah, I just got these today and I think they're actually quite good. I never got any before. Now all I need to do is get a 2.5 shilling and a crown, and I'll look to get those in the future. So thank you very much and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Okay, bye bye.